esports.
Well, that was the most awkward situation, wasn't it? A place where Vinny was trying to come up the ladder to refrag while someone else is shooting, but he comes up. Nobody else is there to take attention away from him, and niko just kind of paints.
Ooh, quick MP5 headshot. Kenny S looking to add one, but Queserado rocks it back with the Desert Eagle. He will then be bested. Amanek gonna get his hands busy, plant that bomb as FURIA walk away here. Looking to save 2 sets of armored Deagles. G2, we've got pistols back at it for FURIA. Again, minimal investment. I think like taser on Art. Honda spends 700. Nexa quickly takes his head off. Kenny with a frag kill. Oh, another up close and personal versus Queserado. Hunter's AK sings for the kill versus Vinny. And Kenny put long into mid off of the back of that.
They wanted to stop the,
Ooh.
we get that smoke to pop in the back and then peek on the side of it. Would have been the perfect counterplay to what we're seeing, but it misses. So we'll have to reroute. It's not the biggest problem in the world. It kind of sucks considering it would have worked probably, but they also have B-App's control here with Art and are pushing down into the A ramp. B is being cleared. Vinny dies, and this might actually push Art into a more awkward situation. But Amanek dies, jumping across his screen, and Queserado's opened himself up to another kind of 50-50 duel versus CPL. Who will come out on top? Looks like the T concedes the fight.
Oh, Nexa's got his back. Oh, he could collateral them, but Nexa almost catches him.
He looks like he wants to
go back.
Yep.
Art's looking for second servings, peeks into the AK, can't quite manage the quick scope. 3v3 is what we're left with, but the B site's been evacuated. That bodes really well for Kenny. He holds for the cross. Oh, he misses the shot. Hunter's able to just keep them locked into the marketplace, however. Smoke grenade gives a bit of space to play for Queserado, but he's just sitting back. He can relax. However, bomb's now gone down. Hunter's going to get the challenge, and he succeeds in taking off the 2 peaks from back market. Honda, all that's left over. And honestly,
holy
safe.
Wow, that's actually nuts. So Hunter, he comes through with the read. He punishes Art for trying to re-aggress into CPL. Art could have just chilled for a second, but they were only at 4-4, and he had a great timing and the idea to re-aggress. A lot of players wouldn't have thought that he would do that, of course. It is Art, so that's something he'll think about the next time he decides to go for a timing like that, but very nice awareness from Hunter. Again, lots of players would have just assumed that no way he comes back from more and dies. And then he turns that into 2 more entries on the B side as well. 4-0 start here for G2. Not any help here. They've taken so much time. niko's late to the halls. His teammate dies in the halls, of course. No way to fall back, and Amanek making a huge flank rotation into CT spawn, but he's going to be heard with the amount of time he has left. He has to run it, and we've got a player camping inside the window. The scout gets one of the final kills here in Amanek. He'll be offered up one last, but with 15 seconds left, he can't even think about attempting to go for this. He's just going to fall back off the upgraded gun. And off there is pressure on the window. Connector split oncoming. 2 Ts here with an off as well, and another CT goes down.
It gets a little bit wild there.
Art falls like a raindrop out of the window.
Yeah, flies forward.
Here comes another.
And then gets wiped off like a windshield.
Like a bug on one?
Yep, or a raindrop. Queserado, he's going to find himself some sort of an answer here. Doable 1v3, having already cut it down to the 1v2, and he gets the head of Kenny with the 3rd. Queserado, huge clutch to keep FURIA at the halfway point here. 2 rounds to 4.
Wow, damn. Check that.
Onto the bench. Gets benched for the rest of this round. But it's still that man advantage being held onto by FURIA, so they can just kind of concede a little bit of control, sit on their bomb sites. We'll have Hunter take over connector. Second player in middle doubles back to join niko with that bomb. Again, we have a player pushed up from FURIA into the B apartments, though. That kind of does open options for Honda. If he wants to go peeking up catwalk, double back through CT spawn, really the choice is his.
Yeah, I mean, Hunter's in a great position, but he can't actually get information here without really risking everything, and can't help his team until they start winning. So he's in a great kind of outpost inside of connector, where he can be very useful if his team finds another kill. But until that moment, he's just got to sit and be patient. So let's see if niko can help him out.
Honda's on this, and beacon, but there's that quick answer by Yuri, still inside of the jungle. Frag grenade bounce back. A headshot connects into Hunter and Kenny.
Caserod is going to spot this as well. He'll fall back.
Back turned.
But
oh, nice opening. Amanek.
This could be the round, actually.
Huge.
Oh.
Able to find themselves that third kill after Amanek cranks the dial. He had Honda with his back turned. It was the follow-up frag into the man inside of sight that really made the difference. And then Kenny catches the closest rotate. Things go from bad to worse. G2 with a bit of a saving grace because they got shut down so early over on A.
I'm so glad we get this replay. So first of all, he comes out really early, and you can see there's no flashes there. I think on
that frag, the fire blocks his approach over top of the staircase, but Kenny still takes damage. Substantial at that, down to a quarter HP. And niko, well, he's throwing utility deep towards spawn, looking to cut off Caserado, keeping him from getting into this retake. A bit of a labored spray, and damage favoring FURIA. Flash goes high, followed by a second. niko opts not to go for these peaks. Not even over towards stairs. He trades it back, but it costs Nexa, and that was the only player for G2 with HP. A big peek from Kenny shut down, and now it's all on niko. He hears Honda, he taps him, a single shot, looking for the fourth kill. Yuri, well, he hasn't gone for the defuse, but that doesn't matter because there's just no... He also has a single smoke, the only piece of utility for G2, and the only weapon they have is obviously this AK in the hands of niko. So they block off the smoke at the top of connector. Access denied. Throwback to that round where Hunter comes out onto the staircase and one-taps Vinny. Remember, that's all fabricated for G2, right? That smoke comes from their A players. FURIA fall for it, hook, line, and sinker.
They know, yeah. Ooh, okay. The boost and underpass, it works out very well.
Look, there's nobody back here. You can see FURIA thinking maybe they're being flanked, but everybody for G2 is sitting hunkered down on this bomb site. Kenny, he is given the peek he needs. Amanek finding that trade versus Caserado, and Honda, well, they know he's right there back by ticking. Great wall bang, but an even better frag. And now to close out the first half, it's a niko VR 1v1, and he taps into the side of the head.
Oh, who's the OG?
Vinny. That's nasty. Oh, and the second one.
Click, clack.
And then Yuri takes away the third, but in Vinny's mind, he's still on a roll. And that P2K could do him justice, but it's Hunter instead to take it back a bit. Joey, you already know what I'm asking for, bro. I want that first tap from Vinny because it cracks the A site so open, so quickly, in fact, that there was no stopping FURIA from flooding forward.
Yeah, that was quick. Hey, listen, I think with FURIA winning this pistol, I'm going to call this game as even as possible. I'll say this is going to come down to the 30th round.
Well, it is tied at 8.
I feel like I'd say G2 are playing better, but with the score going to be a little bit lopsided off the back of an anti-eco or two by FURIA, supposing they win, I think, yeah, I think we're going to see a strong CP side from G2 and a real test here for FURIA, but yeah, a nice hot start to at least alleviate some of the tension.
Enjoy.
Look at this. Oh, the sickness. That was just to the top of stairs, off the corner of the smoke. Literally, I don't think he even saw him before the smoke came up.
Nope.
Just a pre-fire. I think can make it a multi. He's looking for more. He won't get the third, but he does some damage and sees the guy in the back as well. Intentions are known, and Kenny S makes his presence as well.
Yeah, he just slaps down Art. Great grenade comes out from Caserado. That one's going to blow Amanek into tomorrow. And Kenny, he's distracted. And then Caserado doubles down, opens up this B site. What should have been G2 closing the force buy.
He could, I mean, niko could still win this.
Absolutely.
The amount of HP, it's literally 3 deagle shots between the two of them. He might either think this is a fake on purpose, right? The running away, or, yeah, this is what he thinks. Someone is running away to purposefully bait him. He's not correct about it, but he has the added benefit of finding a gun if he goes for the retake. So let's see how quickly he gets the information. It looks like he's just assuming they're faking. He's wrong. It looks like he'll save a gun this round. Unfortunate, Kenny picked the wrong of 2 timings, right? Either go right away and get the gun, or wait until the kill comes.
Alice, so that's going to be the round win, you'd think. And teasing. Flirting with the possibility of going to the peak, but instead, he lays down that smoke.
It'll kill some time, but FURIA, they never wait till the last second, so it's not a really big deal on Inferno to get smoked out of a position like this. It does cause them to reroute, and think about approaching the map in a new way, but no option is all that bad. At the moment, 3-2 setup. Not a lot of pressure on Cat, so this might be the best. And niko gets spotted in the top of connector, cannot fall down safely, and also gets punished falling back.
MNEK gets wrecked. Nexa and Hunter, that's the answer. That's the response they need. And Hunter, well, he just slips back down into the van. Caserado gets cleared off the board, and now it all falls on the shoulders of Yuri. He's walking into a predicted position. Kenny has him dead to rights, and G2's first gun round nets them success.
Yeah, all eyes on Hunter. Malik comes over to hit him on the shoulder. This is such a fantastic hold by him. Clinical with
head of Honda. We could have the bomb plant coming through on the side of connector. Ooh, great flick up, but Kenny's still dead. It's little HP for Caserado, caught between two CTs. They will take them down. They catch niko trying to go for that cat jump. Then they go ahead and throw that down. They're still playing for window control. Art, he's thrown himself up into the window, but sure enough, Kenny, despite being blind, still finds his frag. Yuri gets taken down low, and sure enough, finished off by Hunter. Kenny now in a bit of a pickle. High pressure situation, flashing for the exit. He's still hanging on. He's given a chance, but of course, in that kind of a position, the chance is so against him. Nexa, element of surprise, getting the better of Honda, getting the better of FURIA. Now in the 3v2, and on top of that, we've got MNEK.
You didn't see it.
Didn't see bomb. Oh, and had he seen that, he definitely would have had gun out and would have been on high alert for that peek from Vinny.
And look at the outpost. He's got the cross back into B.
Unlucky.
They know. I mean, they're going to watch for this. Maybe call it 50-50. Let's see if Caserado will win. He does end up outgunning his opponent, Hunter. Nexa will be next up to bat, and it's going to be a 1v1 on the B side if he wins this. If he can, and he can't even get the kill. He's going to pull Caserado back a little bit. Nexa going to put down the incendiary and can't find the remaining.
Hinders FURIA.
Yeah, I think the only thing about this window vent being broken is people get too comfortable with it. Like, they play so far away from it that you can actually create a timing for yourself. Because the CTs, they're not always just going to watch it. We can see from this angle, totally vacant. And so at a certain point, yeah, you can pop it open. Now the CTs, they're actually a little bit nervous, right? Look, they actually come through into the B split. No CTs are watching this because they're too confident that it's being covered.
MNEK! Oh, Honda! He turns his head with 1 HP and denies MNEK what could have been a total shutdown. He could have gotten both of those players, left it in a 3 or 4 versus 2, would have dropped bomb inside of apartments and made those market men. Their job would have been impossible. But instead, 1 HP makes a world of difference.
Yeah, but there's still more players coming through in market. No kill on the other player in the site. He potentially got the bomb dropped inside of the B halls, and that would have been something.
So deep frag, and Vinny's now down to a 1/4 HP.
And then Molly as well. It's not going to go deep. Oh, it is. Oh, it's so close. Vinny's going to move up off of it. And listen, the damage is worth something, but it is a 2-on-2, and they've got headshot angles to play with. Yeah. Let's see if the CTs make a misstep.
They can get some.
One will fall back, but they don't
headshots.
Know. It's about patience now. Back. Wow.
Close enough. MNEK down to 34. Vinny 4 HP.
Damn.
2 HP per opponent. And he almost gets himself.
Chances.
So damn.
What on earth?
Let's not talk about it.
We don't have to.
No. He's looking for the angle. Oh, but he gets boosted up, and Honda, he doesn't quite give cover. Nexa is able to get the kill. Honda, then the next casualty. Nexa looking for a little bit more, and there are still players to take down towards mid. Yuri working into the connector and off the flash, a little bit of a peek, but not too much of a gamble. A double man advantage with a broken economy would be huge for G2 to lose. FURIA looking for some kind of an answer, trying to piece together a response. And as time goes on, Nexa getting more and more curious, no longer just going for the bottom connector peak, but slightly further out. Meanwhile, that has given time for the bomb carrier in Caserado to double back through underpass and join up with Vinny. They're going to leave Yuri as an anchor in connector, and Hunter is honing in on him. Making sound, in fact. That just turned the attention of Yuri, And obviously Nexa running around towards jungle. Yuri, his Kenny S wants to get the hell out of dodge. And he's met by a Molotov as he continues on in the retreat. Art trying to follow suit. Gets the better of niko. Another early pickup, but here comes Nexa. Off of the window, he's got himself a kill. And Kenny S can even answer despite having 14 HP. Honda's looking for this trade frag, runs through smoke, can't find him. Kenny, combat offing with Honda now on an AK, but Hunter emerges through the smoke, and it's an emergency situation that Honda still holds on to. Kenny, up close, goes down, and this is a chance now. A minute on the clock, bomb on his back, 100 HP each. Honda, let's see what you're made of.
He has to make a very important decision. Now, it could be to him a 50-50, but Nexa awaits him on the B site. 50 seconds up, he's running the entire way. Total gamble here, and Nexa, I think at this point, he might try to get comfortable. Look at Honda. He's trying to, it looks like he's going to commit to B and just check the underpass flank. I don't know if he walks out or not, but now, maybe he is going to. Potentially, I don't know what he's assuming about where Nexa's gone, but the sound bait might have worked. Hard to say if Nexa heard him, but it feels like he's very, very comfortable inside of the B site, all the way over at Van. He'll be able to walk up connector. This looks like a clutch in the making. He'll even pick up a very important piece of utility to allow him to plant at the opposite side of triple, where Nexa is going to first show himself. How will he play this now?
The only two kits I can see are sitting inside of connector, so if Nexa jumps over to window, that's going to add 5 seconds to his defuse, but he's walking right into the kill, and Honda pulls out a crucial clutch, ties the game at 14 rounds, and keeps FURIA alive and kicking.
I won't lie. Based on that miss smoked in the window from that last round, the way he was running up towards B, it felt like he was being a bit... Another B attack. And it's the correct move. Now, honestly, G2, the calling has been exceptional on CT side. I love the setups. They even moved into the two CTs inside of the window inside of ladder room to cover both exits. And that has been fruitful because there's been so many window attacks from FURIA. And G2 did this cool thing where they didn't rely on it at first. They just kept niko and connector and were pretty passive outside of that. And then later in the half, in these last few rounds, started to implement it more as a change-up, and that's caught FURIA off guard. So here's where the cards have been shown on both sides as we wrap up this half, and it looks like Kenny S just wants to try to tap the ball, I guess. Okay. Ends up dying. I guess, no matter what, he's going to upgrade on this next round, so no big deal. And now we'll see. I'm not calling this one too soon. I think I'd probably lean G2 a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Even with a somewhat limited buy?
Just because of what we've seen this half. They've won without niko a few times. They've called really, really good setups on the CT side. And I think FURIA rely heavily on B.
Gotta be a small sigh of relief, but the job's not quite over.
Yeah. Okay, this is interesting because they've got full pressure on the A site, but no bomb. So that tells us a lot about the plan from FURIA. They're expecting a push. They've got the two-prong setup in the halls as well. So really, really thinking that the CTs are going to go for some late aggression. But no way to get that aggression out of them besides this 1B.
It's the kill. Honda's in the open, gets a frag over niko's shoulder, and that opens up this A site. More damage being tapped back, but it all falls on Amanek, and FURIA are staring a 16th round in the face. It didn't move anybody over, but the A play was still so successful that they got what they wanted. 5 seconds to spare, and this bomb has gone down. Amanek needs a 1v4, or FURIA has traded maps with G2 Esports to start off this event, to push this on to Nuke, where this series always seems to go. And what lies in wait, we don't know, but Amanek caught from all